What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about compound today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. I'm going to make this video very brief. I wasn't even going to make the video tonight, but I know the compound people. I know my cat just got my hair. I know my compound community, and you guys tend to shit yourselves whenever we do absolutely nothing or if we're moving down. So since we've done absolutely nothing since the last video that I've made, I figured I would make a video in honor of that. So looking at the daily time frame, we do have lower highs, we do have lower lows. We are in an overall upward move. Even at this lower low here in this phase, we still have a higher low overall. So it is a bullish trend, but we're in a consolidation phase in this bullish trend. Is it done? Could we go lower? These are the questions you want to answer. We'll try to figure that out, right? From a relative high point here, after you bounce, you found resistance here, kind of here, at previous areas of support, rejecting you. That's not a good thing to do, and now you're moving down. Not really a really ideal thing to do, but there is hope. I don't expect that you're going to close below this low here. I personally don't expect you're going to close below there. I do think that you could close any given day below this low here, which is at about $79.68. We're at $82 now. So my suspicion is that either today or tomorrow or sometime this week even, we could close below here and then potentially move back up from there, right? I don't think that we will. Again, I don't think we'll move below here, but I do think that we could close below here. Very possible. We don't have to. We could turn around from here. We could go a little bit lower and not close below there. Maybe we wick down there and then we close all the way up here. Who knows how it happens? But a little bit lower from here at 82 bucks. You know, something below 80 bucks wouldn't scare me. I hope it doesn't scare any of you. We look at the 4-hour time frame, and there's some exciting stuff, or more exciting stuff, more pressing stuff that I want to address after this. But I just want to do the standard stuff. Lower highs here. Higher highs in the RSI, rejecting the 60 area, the same area you rejected back here before you saw lower lows. Here you are, hidden bearish divergence. Looks like you're probably going to roll over a little bit. I would suspect, again, that you probably go below this low here at 77 bucks. I would suspect you do. I do not suspect that you go below there. So that's, you know, a range given right now of about 68 to 77 bucks, with the idea that you probably find your low closer to this line than it is to this line. But even if it is closer down here, it's not a big deal. Even if you go lower, it's not a big deal. It's just not ideal, and it's not my expectation at the moment. Let me say that again. The expectation is to close between these lines closer to $77 on a 4-hour basis, any given daily basis, and then from there move on up. That's the idea right now. That's the expectation. If we do this and we go beyond our expectations and we move lower, we see an overall lower low, guess what? It's still a higher low overall, and guess what? We're still going to pump and it's going to be fine. So with my expectations listed, even if they don't come true, even if it's worse than what I expect it to be, likely we're still fine. Okay, just I want to get that point out there. I want to make that clear, okay? But yes, looking at the 4-hour would make me think that we move down a little bit lower. It definitely would. But probably not too much lower, to be completely fair. Probably not too much lower. I want to look at the 1-hour real quick. Yeah, the 1-hour looks like you'd want to move lower too, but again, with this, you're already oversold. Probably not too much lower. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you don't even go below 77 bucks. But I would suspect at the moment something around 77 bucks, at least below 80, if not below 77, something around there, right, is what I'm thinking. And then up from there. I want to look at the compound chart here on the ribbon, with the ribbon here. First and foremost, on the weekly time frame, with the close that we have, with how we are now, you can see here, right, that this is where the ribbon closed last week. If this week in the next three days, 18 hours, can close up higher, this yellow line will also move up higher. All I'm trying to say is, with the idea of this yellow line potentially being able to pivot higher, it doesn't look like you bounced off of the ribbon, but with the yellow line coming up higher, even if it is 1 week afterwards, it could appear to be a more close bounce to the ribbon. It doesn't need to, but I just, you know, last time we got this, and that was a nice bounce. Actually, it didn't result in anything. You did go lower, but generally speaking, with the ribbon, you do like to bounce right off of it. Getting close is okay, but bouncing off of it is normally the nice thing. Although, again, last time you did that, it wasn't actually that nice to you, was it? But here you are, fresh bullish cross on the weekly. I definitely suspect that will provide further growth I definitely do suspect that. On a 3-day period, we got this bounce that I was talking about. And if we look at this for what it is, man, I mean, really, truthfully, I wish I could just blind the whole ribbon without having to click all of these individually. But if you look at it for what it is, it looks like you had a indecision candle down here, what they call a Darth Maul candle or a spinning top. That's actually what that's called, is a spinning top, indecisive candle. Then you had a somewhat of a bullish engulfing candle on the last 3-day period, and pair that with the fact that not only did you bullishly engulf, but you closed above the ribbon and then you bounced out of it, right? You bounced out of it like this. This is a really nice look. This is kind of the look that I was hoping we'd see on the weekly, but we didn't. It's not a bad thing. This look is not a bad thing on the weekly. It's just this is a nice look that we have right now in the 3-day, and this could be where the details lie. And I said that I think in another video, but maybe a little bit differently. But we're at $82 now. I think what this is telling us right now is that yes, sure, we've got 2 days and 18 hours left in this candle. Maybe today or even tomorrow we're red a little bit, but I would think personally, and what would look really nice is if this candle could close green. So whatever happens over the next 2 days and 18 hours, if we go below $80, we go below $77, whatever happens, I suspect in the next 2 days and 18 hours, we come back and we close above where we opened, which is at 86.5. So I don't know how high we'll close, but let's just say something around 90. Maybe it's $88, maybe it's $87 on the dot. I don't know, but I would expect this 3-day period to close green. This 3-day period comes to an end on the 28th of December. It's the 26th now. So my assumption is probably between now and the 28th, compound's going to be boring. It's going to move down a little bit, create a little bit more uncertainty. Then it's going to move up a little bit, but just a little bit. Not creating uncertainty when it moves up, but a little bit of hope, or maybe not so much hope because of its move up yet, right? But as we get further away from this ribbon on the 3-day period, it's going to look more and more like a bounce. It's going to look more and more like what this looks like, which is a setup for this next move up, which likely would propel us higher to targets that are well above $200 and even above $300 in time, right? It would get us set up not just on the 3-day perspective, but on the weekly perspective as well with this fresh cross to really get some expansion, some divergence in this ribbon and get it spread out. When it spreads out like this, that's whenever your moves can come into full strength, right? Here you are getting your cross. That's a bearish event right there. So you saw a little bit of a sell-off. You moved sideways though after the cross consolidated. Once the ribbon starts to expand, that's when you really start to get these big moves down, right? Here we are, bullish cross. We've consolidated. We pulled back after the cross, just like we pulled back here after the cross here and consolidated. As the ribbon expanded, we got stronger moves to the downside. As the ribbon expands, I would expect stronger moves to the upside. Yes, stronger. That was strong, stronger, right? This after the cross, this was strong, this was stronger. That's all I'm trying to say is this, as nice as this was, this pump from $38 all the way up to $140, as nice as that was in a 5-week period, we've got bigger and better things ahead of us, you guys, and we likely do see prices at least, I would think, around $230 to $300, but I genuinely think we will break that $400 target by the end of this move, expecting that to happen by the end of January, if not somewhere around there. If you guys like the video, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. The main thing that I wanted to talk about, I mean, I went over a couple of different things, but the main thing that I wanted to address, here we are dropping a little bit lower already, is this 3-day. I really think this 3-day ribbon looks nice right now. I really do. So hopefully it maintains that. I would like to not see the price close below $78 on this 3-day. If we get below $78 today or tomorrow and we're closing there, that's fine. But on the 28th, the goal is to not just close the 3-day period above $78, but would actually be to close it green, which means we would like to see a close above essentially $87. So there's your goals, there's your targets. Gave you the long-term, the short-term stuff. I got really nothing else to say for you guys. If you like the video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Another good goal would be to not close below, just don't close below like $78 on really any given daily time frame, actually. I'd like to take that back. I'd like to say $78. Man, there's some conflicting things, isn't there? Because this would look like you do close below $78. But there were things that made sense for you to close at $78 or below and then move higher from there. I don't know. Maybe it's not bad even if you do close below $78. I'll redact that. I think it's fine, but I don't like this look right here on the daily. Everything else looks fine, but this one looks a little bit weird to me. But we'll see how it works out. Anyways, guys, hit that like button, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.